All right, guys, good morning. What I'm going to do with this video is review what we did in class regarding murder and manslaughter, and I'm going to touch a little bit upon murder in the first degree. And then your assignment for tonight is going to be based on the emotional distress mitigating factor for manslaughter. But let's get right into it, and you'll know what I'm talking about in a moment. All right, so in class we went over manslaughter and murder in the second degree and first degree, except for murder. We'll do that one in a moment. Just to quickly review, manslaughter in the second degree, recklessly causing the death of another person. You shouldn't have any questions about that. If you do, please let me know. Then you have 2, which is an illegal abortional act, or 3, intentionally aiding another person to commit suicide. We went over these in class. Manslaughter in the first degree is the first subsection is intent to cause serious physical injury. Instead, the person causes their death. So obviously that's not murder because the intent wasn't to kill, the intent was to seriously injure. Now, of course, in a trial, that's going to come down to a battle of witnesses and lawyers, right? Trying to convince the jury what the person's mens rea was, right? What their intent was. But the thing that we're going to focus on for right now is this subsection 2 of 125.2, because this is the one that can be very, very confusing. So with intent to cause the death of another person, he causes the death of such person or of a third person. Now that normally would be murder, but the section I underlined, under circumstances which do not constitute murder because he acts under the influence of extreme emotional disturbance. Now that is the mitigating factor that makes this manslaughter instead of murder. If the person did not think about it ahead of time, if the person did not plan it out ahead of time, and they did so in the heat of passion where they lost control, and they lost control for a legitimate reason, this is what juries have to do. They have to put themselves in the shoes of the person and think to themselves, all right, if I was in that person's position at that time, could I see myself losing control and possibly killing someone? And if the answer to that is yes, it doesn't mean that the killing was justified. It just means that instead of it being murder, it's manslaughter in the first degree because of the extreme emotional disturbance or distress. So the 3 cases that I gave you in class and will post on Google Classroom is going to basically ask you if you think the emotional distress was reasonable enough that the person is not guilty of murder, but because of the emotional distress, they are instead guilty of manslaughter in the first degree. So you're going to have to explain why you arrived at that conclusion of manslaughter or murder based on the facts of the case. All right. If you have any questions about that, please submit them through a comment in Google Classroom or by emailing me directly at rdire@mufsd.org. All right, guys. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is staying inside. And again, if you have any questions, please send them to me. We're going to start new material on Monday. But for now, this is just mostly a review. All right? Good luck.